Right, we are here. We are back at the Red Bull Ring here for the race in the Austrian Grand Prix in your Trucks Racing League. Lotke has taken pole position in his first ever race due to Blixer having a three-place grid penalty. So he will start fourth. FX7 Danny will start P3 and Danny will start P2. Who had a little bit of a problem at the beginning with setting a lap time. McCall got disqualified. It's very unfair actually. He was letting drivers through. He so-called got disqualified for blocking the pit lane, even though he was nowhere near it really. And yeah, and Pro Cody in his first race, he will start P14. But many drivers were struggling with invalid lap times. That was a big problem. We are here for the formation lap. Lotke does his first ever formation lap. As Danny's eager. He's gone. Now this gives the grid an opportunity to warm up their tyres, as you can see on the left hand side. That is your starting grid. Championship leader Blixer in P4 and his closest rival Danny in P2. Both their closest rival Fajar in P6 and his closest rival Darth Gamer, one ahead of him in P5. That is the top four in the driver standings. And for the constructors, well, the race hasn't got ready yet, so we will find out in probably about a minute. As Lotke, he's gone. He needs to warm up his tyres a bit more. Lotke now begins to bunch up the grid a little bit in his first ever race. Pro Cody is also making his debut in P14. Madness was going on. He's replacing Paris, as Lotke is replacing F1 Clement. Not F1 Clement, sorry. LVL Silence, who replaced F1 Clemens. Now Lotke is going to the grid all by himself so far. That might not be a great strategy for him, but we will find out how it works. Well, hopefully, not long. There's all the drivers now getting ready to go. Green light racing for season 1, round 8. So all the drivers are starting to form up now. As here we go. To 5 red lights for season 1, round 8 in the Ultronics Racing League. And it's lights out, and away we go. Now who gets the better start? Lotke gets a brilliant start, and Danny not so much, with Blixer taking P2. Oh, and there's a massive crash, and Fajar is out. There's a massive crash involving Levis, Fajar, I want to say Darth Gamer, or something like either one of those two. As we head into, I mean, no, what call this is. I want to say turn 3, but I think it's turn 3. I'm going to say it's 3 wide now, going down the back straight with Lotke, Blixer, and Danny. Who's going to come out of it in the lead? Looks like Danny, but Lotke is just about hanging in there, and Danny is still there, battling him. They must remember to leave space. The pair of them. As they are still side by side. This is brilliant racing. As Lotke's missed out and Blixer's gone! Blixer's gone and lost his front wing. That's a terrible start for him. His drivers clashed together. That's really unfortunate. Now Danny starts the second lap in the lead. Second lap in the lead, sorry. Blixer, Levis, Drusef, Darth Gamer, all pitting with Fajar out on lap 1. McCall now up into P7. He's looking at Jonesy Boy. They must remember to leave each other space. And Jonesy Boy, he tries to sweep 4. It hasn't worked, and McCall takes P6 from starting last. Bo Cody on his debut is up into P9. As Left Lou has overtaken FX7 Danny, he seems to be taking the gravel a bit. FX7 Danny, he's surely got wing damage. He's getting overtaken by everyone. Yeah, he does have damage, has no end plate. Oh, and F1 Speed Boss has hit him. But we're probably Cody looking to try to go around the outside of F1 Speed Boss. These drivers gain another place. McCall's up into P5. Samuel Drake Lee in P3. As Lock Keys takes the lead, but Danny is not going to go down without a fight. As Danny keeps that position, DRS has enabled this lap, but Danny has DRS. Samuel Drake Lee just having his little own race in P3 as the two out in front, the debutant and well currently leading the World Championship live, and what please. Jonesy Boy takes the fastest lap. Lock Keys as Left Lou takes the first time penalty of the race. And there's problems with FX7 Danny as he spins. Oh, and Lock Keys and Danny were side by side, so sorry to really see what the yellow flags were about. And Blixer now makes a position. Darth Gamer takes the fastest lap. Lock Keys is coming back at Danny. This is fantastic racing. As Danny sends up the inside, who's going to have the better racing line? Lock Keys, he takes the lead. Danny's performing all sorts of moves to keep first place. Whether that means he's worried about penalties, tyre degradation, I don't really know. I mean, they are both on softs, to be fair. FX7 Danny is retired from the session. He's gone into the pits and retired, I believe. I don't think he's out on track. No, he is in the pit lane. As Lock Keys has survived the DRS zone. It looks like Danny's thinking about these moves and going for these moves. Blix takes fastest lap of the race so far. Now Danny takes the lead. Lock Key went off as Drake Lee takes P2. Now the FIA have noted the start involving Fajar. As Lock Key has dropped down to 4th for Jonesy Boy, putting pressure on him. It's all gone down. All gone down here as McCall takes P3. McCall has gone from last to 3rd so far. Cody with his first second time penalty. 6th right now. back at McCall here and take back that podium position. Had a bit of a problem with his braking there. Have a run at McCall, but he's still a little far back. Someone really help out McCall by keeping him out of his DRS. As Lock Keys goes for a move, but McCall does not give up. And Lock Keys takes P3. Rusev takes P11. Gonna come back to that fight. There's a three-way battle. As Danny has I know. Three battles. Rusev drops down to last as Blitzer going for a dive bomb on Levis. As Levis gets pushed onto the gravel. Rusev still can't come at him. Now Blitzer's got to make up 10 seconds on an already pitted Darth Gamer. We'll cut back to Lock Keys as he's now looking to get past Samuel Drake Lee with Jones looking to get past McCall. Lock Keys with DRS goes round the outside of Samuel Drake Lee. All Samuel Drake Lee can do is just let him through. And Lock Keys is back up into P2. We've only done 8 laps here in Austria. There's still 20. There's still 20 more laps to go. That is correct. It's Easter holiday, my brain. Maths did not work for me then. Easter holidays. Steph Lou, who's been overtaken by Darth Gamer, wants to get that position back. Looks like he's going to have to wait a little bit as Jonesy Boy is trying to catch up to McCall, trying to catch up to Samuel Drake Lee, who's trying to catch up to Lock Keys, he's trying to catch up to Danny. As Lock Keys is left to fend by himself as the only Ferrari left in his race as his teammate was taken out at the start. As McCall now has pushed Samuel Drake Lee onto the curb. They are extremely close with McCall taking the position. Jonesy Boy trying to get some form of momentum going against Samuel Drake Lee. He goes for a dive bomb. That is a little bit risky, but luckily the two drivers escape it very well. Yellow flags being caused. As Lock Keys now is gaining on Danny. Lock Keys could be a serious threat. He could do wonders for Ferrari. He could do wonders for Ferrari, in the constructor standings. Not so sure about the drivers as he has joined 8 laps too late. Samuel Drake Lee pits. Jonesy Boy has 3 second time, don't know. A bit of unsafe release going on. Goes on to another set of softs, and what does Danny go on to? As Lock Keys now takes the lead off the race. Danny also got on to another set of softs. Maybe the drivers are thinking it's a freestyle race. Now there is a massive, I mean there's a four driver battle going on here. P6. The two Red Bulls are side by side. Darth Gamer trying to go round the outside of Samuel Drake Lee with the better exit and the DRS. And it looks like he's already made that position with Left Lou getting caught up at the back. F1 Speed Boss in P8. So Cody dropped down to last. As Jonesy Boy had a bit of a scare. McCall now up into P2. Oh, McCall spun! And that is a damaged end plate from McCall. That's very unfortunate. And there's yellows at sector 3. Jonesy Boy pits. That is the wrong time to be spinning, unfortunately, from McCall. Bad Joker takes P3. Probably going to be P2 because of the damage. And it will be P2, so. But Lock Keys now has a decent gap to drivers. So Cody has an extra 3 seconds of time penalties. McCall is just trying to coast his Alpine back to the pit lane. He can get a fresh wing and go back on the charge. It's Drusev and Levis now, side by side. It's Bad Joker. He's got past McCall. Drusev and Levis are still side by side. Drusev is Levis comes out ahead of them in the battle for P11. You can see Pro Cody in the distance, trying to fight his way back up the order. Paul now has been overtaken by Danny as he goes into the pits. So Danny now back up into a podium position. It's McCall now. Will drop back into last place. Look at the penalties. Pro Cody and Left Lou have the most penalties with 6. Many other drivers with 3. Too many. There are 5 other drivers with 3 seconds of time penalties. But we are only a third through this race. Still a long way left. As Levis is trying to go up the inside of Drusev, trying to remake his move on the previous lap. But this time Drusev is not having none of it as he fights back. Takes the grass a bit, but Levis has to go around the outside with the better traction and the better. As Levis is up into a points paying position, as Blixer now up into P9 on the charge for Jonesy Boy, who has a 3-second time penalty. No, Danny has the fastest lap. Just by 6 thousandths. Simon Gently now overtakes Darth Gamer, I assume with the aid of DRS, which Darth Gamer will take back in return. I assume these two don't really want to be fighting much. Obviously they are teammates, so they don't want to cause and stuff. Obviously for constructor reasons, which they are in the battle for. They do not want to cause any problems, and also for Darth Gamer's hopes of a championship this season. As Danny now is getting awfully close to Bad Joker, speaking of the championship. As Bad Joker now, he's pitting. Loxy's from 14 laps on those tyres. Well, but he's got to be pitting at some point. As Levis has spun it, it looks like that McCall is going to overtake him in the hards. As many drivers are gaining positions, obviously due to Bad Joker's pit stop. Levis now, he pits. Pro Cody gets boosted up back into P10. Blixer now catching up to F1 Speed Boss. Now these two are the problems. F1 Speed Boss has spun it. That might result in some damage. I don't think there's any damage on that car, but Blixer pretty much handed a free position. As now the two Rebels are getting eagerly close together. Key pits. And there's a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. You can only hope that his engineers do that. No, which they do not. He has to engage the clutch himself. What is he doing? Oh no, I think he did that fine. Actually no, it's just a bit of lag on my part. But lock key for a 5-second time penalty now. As F1 Speed Boss goes into the pits. Now Loxkey will be looking to get past both Red Bulls very, very quickly. As he looks to get past one really quickly, but the other one corners him off. As the Red Bulls are getting very, very close together, constantly battling. As now Lockheed is going to get in the middle of this. with Samuel Drake Lee. He's not going to give up though, as he pushes Lockhees wide. Samuel Drake Lee keeps his P3, but Lockhees with the switchback comes at him. Samuel Drake Lee doing everything to defend his teammate, but Lockhees just had the better traction and the better tyres. Now Lockhees is now on the back of Darth Gamer as Samuel Drake Lee hits Lockhees. As the FIA have noted the incident between Fajar and Darth Game, I believe I've said that, but I actually didn't know who the second driver was, so I couldn't inform you about that one. Now I can. Oh, Darth Gamer, he defends. Not great as he makes Lockhees hit him, and he lets Lockhees a little bit of bumper cars for you. As now that brings Samuel Drake Lee back into this fight. Danny, 8 seconds up the road. He's on softs. How many laps is his softs on? 5 laps. Oh, Darth Gamer, he's gone. Samuel Drake Lee back up into P3. Left Lou into P4. And Darth Gamer gets back underway, only losing 2 positions. Lockhees with another 3-second time penalty now. These penalties are going into Danny's favour. Oh, Jonesy has completely cut that to overtake Darth Gamer. And he's been told to give it back. No confusion. Yep, Darth Gamer gives him a little tap. A little don't do that again tap. Jonesy boy's got to be a bit careful with Blixer. Charging at him. As Lockheed now has a 1.6 second gap to Samuel Drake Lee. 1.7 should I say. With Danny with a 3-second time penalty. But he still has still has a 2-second advantage. Well, technically has a 10-second advantage then. And there's a problem with Samuel Drake. No, yeah, Samuel Drake Lee. I was looking at the wrong car. He must have spun it as well, or kicked up some gravel. I actually don't know. Spun it. He's left. He's got a little train. Left on Speed Boss. He's had her coming together with the gravel as he drops down to last. As Blix now overtakes Samuel Drake Lee. As Darth Gamer retakes P3. And Samuel Drake Lee now with the DRS. Can he come back at Blixer? No, not on this occasion he can't, but Jonesy boy can come at left Lou as they make contact. They look to be fine. Jonesy boy takes P4. We are now halfway through this race. They're like just in time before Danny started a new lap. Jonesy boy now has DRS on Darth Gamer. He's catching up to Darth Gamer really quickly. He's not going to go for a move though. He's going to think smart about it. And he's going to have a go right now. He's got the extra, I believe it's 14 kph faster. Or maybe it's 14 miles an hour faster. So there's a problem with Levis as he's retired from the session. I don't believe Levis retires. No clue why, because his race wasn't over. Who's left on Speed Boss up in 12. And while all that was going on, Jonesy boy moves up into P3. There's issues at Sector 1. Oh, it's bloody Levis's AI. He like fire in a place like that. Out of the way. Speedball's don't have to worry for the time again. As Jonesy Boy moves back down into P5, but he's gone for it yet again! And he takes P4 with Leflu. Having to pick up the pieces, and Blixer has also picked up the pieces. Up into P5. Blixer. Handy position. Jonesy Boy retakes. Actually, no. There's problems. I have drivers now. Can't pit again. Blixer falls back down the order into the 10 base, right behind Daft Game, and McCall's back up into the point playing positions. McCall and Daft Gamer side by side right now. As Danny pits. Danny pits trying to do the undercut on Lockheed, but without bringing him out behind Jonesy Boy. Oh, well, that's going to be close, but yes! Danny is behind Jonesy Boy. But now he has the slipstream to like, re-overtake him. Jonesy Boy, he can defend if he wants to, which he does tries to push Danny off the road, but, oh wait, wow, Jonesy Boy's DRS, okay, as Jonesy Boy now comes back at Danny. This is brilliant racing. From second and third, Jonesy Boy heads into the turn in P2 as he goes too deep, and Danny comes back in. The question is, how will how will he respond? If he pits, he will be a long way behind Danny. Danny goes purple in sector 3. Daft Gamer goes purple with a 1057. Leflu down to P8, and as he goes purple, Daft Gamer gets 310. Now Lockheed, Danny has the penalty advantage and the tyre advantage. How will Lockheed respond to this? Does he pit? Does he stay out and hope that Danny gets more penalties? What will happen? We still have 13 laps. Well, for Lockheed, now 12 more laps left of this race. Anything can happen still. Danny looks pretty set right now, as long as he doesn't get a time penalty. As Blixer goes purple, Danny doesn't even need to overtake Lockheed. He just needs to up with him. Get within 2 seconds. If he can do that, without Bad Joker somewhat near, as long as Bad Joker comes to the end anyway, should be good. 6 seconds speed loss. In lap. Still going strong. 12. And now is gaining a couple of attempts at that. Rusev and Simon Trellis are having their own little battle. Blixer, go up to Darth Gamer now. And laps to go in this race. There's a lot still out there in first place though, but Danny has an extra 2 seconds on him due to penalties. It doesn't say that. Blixer takes P5 away from Darth Gamer. Now, is Lockie confident that he can keep that 2-second advantage, or is he just hoping that Danny gets a penalty so that Danny has to overtake Lockie? Who knows? Now Blixer looking to regain his P5. Number 2 everything to take that and hopefully push on. As Bad Joker now picks. So that's going to be a free position for those two. There's something going on with these two. I think Darth Gamer just let Blixer through for the DRS and it did not work. But Blixer had a little bit of... he's been trying to calm a bit. It's Jonesy Boy in P3 now. Just out there. Now Darth Gamer will for sure get DRS, yeah. Darth Gamer looks like he's going to have to wait as Danny gets a time penalty that Lockie was looking for, and now he has to overtake Lockie as long as Lockie doesn't get another time penalty. That makes this race even more exciting, knowing that for Danny to win so far, there has to be an overtake out in front. Bad Joker picks up his first time penalty of the race. As Blixer picks up a time penalty as well, so does Darth Gamer, he picks up more time penalties. And Darth Gamer, and he overtakes Blixer here. No, not so far. Danny there. So Cody, unfortunately for him, his first chance at points in his first race do look to be fading. Him as a debutant alongside. Anyway, back to the fight with Darth Gamer's McCall Pit. Darth Gamer and Blixer still having their little scrap. Blixer gained 1.2 seconds on Jonesy Boy in that lap. As Darth Gamer has just gone past Blixer, but that's because he let him go, and then nudged Darth Gamer. Oh, that is, it's a madness. Now Darth Gamer come back in, but he chooses not to. These two have to take DRS. Come down the main straight now for these guys to start their 30th lap. Here, who will take P4? Well, due to penalties, it looks like Blix is going to take it. I'm sure Bad Joker's really going to worry that much about that. Gonna cut to the battle with Bad Joker as he looks to try and catch up with Samuel Drake Lee. But Darth Gamer now goes to the inside on Blixer, makes the move work. Blixer's gonna try come back at him man the outside. Darth Gamer says no, pushes Blixer onto the grass, and Blixer tries to swoop round to overtake him though. Who will have this place? Blixer will have it. Hold your breath. That was a hold your breath moment for a minute. They're going to taking each other out. Darth Gamer now. He's going to have a good amount of DRS. You see Jonesy Boy up in the distance about there. Now Blix is not going to allow Darth Gamer to have that position easy. Darth Gamer and Blixer now are side by side. Darth Gamer goes into the corner in the knee. They tap. Blixer has to back out with Darth Gamer having extra DRS. And we'll cut to Bad Joker here, overtaking Samuel Drake Lee for P9. We'll go back to the battle for 4th. Obviously penalties playing a big part in this, so it's kind of good. Danny has decreased that gap a lot between him and Lockheed as Blixer goes off the track a little bit. That could save Jonesy Boy some time. Now I think that has some damage. It does, and Blixer is gonna have to pit. Blixer with a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That yet again causes another twist to this race. Oh my god. Blixer retires from the session. That's not good for his hunt for a championship. Danny so far is going to gain 18 points so far on his championship rival. Jonesy Boy and Darth Gamer are now open to race on the same amount of penalties. A retirement for Blixer. He had a brilliant qualifying, obviously, with his penalty dropping down the order. So he didn't have a great start, but he was picking it back up. And then went wrong with Darth Gamer. Speaking of Darth Gamer now, he's now got a good run on Jonesy Boy. Can he go for an overtake here? Oh, he's gonna hang back a little bit, wait for the straight. He gets a much better exit than Jonesy Boy, but taps him a little bit. Jonesy Boy has much more ERS to use. Darth Gamer isn't really using any ERS. Darth Gamer is probably going to go for the dive bomb. Yes, he is. Can he make it stick? Jonesy Boy goes off the track. Yes, he can make it stick. Darth Gamer takes P3 in the final podium position. Samuel Drake Lee now getting very close to Bad Joker. Can he go for a move on the AlphaTauri driver? going to cut to Danny. He goes off a little bit. It goes off a lot, sorry. That's definitely got to be a warning. As you can see, Lockie quite clearly now. 2.4 second gap to 2.3 second gap. That is changing constantly, that is. McCall overtakes Pro Cody. Pro Cody wants to score his first points now. He just has to be careful for the remainder of this race. We're going to enter 2 laps left with a 2 second gap, but technically, well, it's a 2.8 second gap technically. Danny has an extra second in time penalties over Lockie. As we now start the penultimate lap of this race. Cody slowly getting closer and closer to McCall. Rusev, Sammy Whitley and Bad Joker in their own little train. And then we have the battle for the lead between 2 drivers who have performed outstandingly so far this Grand Prix. One of them's proved it throughout the season because he's been in every single race, and one of them has only just come a new league and he's leading it. He's leading from the front with an example. It's very impressive. Now, Lockie starts the final lap. All he has to avoid is a time penalty. Here we go now for the final lap of this race. That is definitely a corner cut from Lockie. Is the pressure getting to him? Jai's teammate watching on. F1 Speed Boss is going to be the first one to cross the line because he's been lapped. Maybe he doesn't finish the race. I'll actually run. And now the gap goes to 0.7. Luckily for Lockie, there isn't many straights coming up, but unluckily for both these drivers, the infamous final 2 turns, they're coming up. Will any time penalties been handed out later in the Grand Prix? No, both drivers have survived it, and Lockie on his debut. Wait, what? He's going to come across the line and win the race. Wins it by a second to Danny. What a race from a guy who's just started. The race is over here at the Red Bull Ring. Lockie stands on the top of the podium. Yet again, the FIA will probably have something to look at. We will let you know if anything changes. That is the order for the race. So Pro Cody picking up his first points. Danny taking the lead of the standings Lockie winning his first race and getting pole in his first ever race. And let's see how the driver standings looks like. And let's see how the constructor standings looks like. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.